What is going on, everybody? Are you ready for Vegas vacation filming locations? Right here in Las Vegas. Let's go. You know what this is? This would be the Christmas vacation house. Best of what you can see of the Christmas vacation house. And the house right to the left, right here, would have been the neighbor's house. Also, house from Lethal Weapon. Some good night shots up the way, but as soon as they leave the airport here in Vegas, they go right past the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. I love that song that's going on. We were born to be alive. And they're rolling down the strip from fabulous Las Vegas. We had plenty of random shots of the strip when the Griswolds are coming in, especially shots of Caesars and the Flamingo coming up here. None of them are in order of how Vegas is actually set up. It's just kind of showing random shots. At one point they're on they're going by Silver City, which is a street over up here. But we do see them go by the Flamingo and Caesar's Palace here to the left. But not in that order. It's all out of order. Shots here, shot of the beautiful Flamingo. Pass by in the limo. See them roll down here in the limousine, and you see Treasure Island open up, which is funny because they're staying at the Mirage, which is actually right here, so they would have already arrived. But you get a shot of them as Treasure Island comes into view up here. But as they go by Treasure Island, seen here to the left, they get to see the volcano show. Then they're over here. This used to be Stardust, is now Resorts World. You see the McDonald's that still stands over here, and Circus Circus, as well as Stardust when it was there. And then they actually go down this road up here, and you see the Silver City Casino, and Silver City Plaza over here, and Peppermill. Walls come down the strip, they come off of this road over here, and they pull under the Mirage Arch, which was right here. Last chance to get it before it's gone. All these waterfalls and everything here, which are now under construction. We still have a bit of the Mirage left though. That's it right there. And there's the archway. A better shot of the Mirage at night. Like I said, I'll do some daytime coverage, as you get a lot of daytime shots where they're in the pool and whatnot. Not gonna be able to get in there to get that stuff, which sucks, because a year ago you could get the exact same checkout desk with all the aquariums and everything and the statues they walk by when they get out of the limo. So that scene did occur at night when they arrive here at the Mirage. Can't get much closer to that. It's all under construction. Can't even get to that side of the road right now. So very cool. Anyway, I'm glad I made it before it's imploded and erased from existence. Figured I would include a few daytime shots, create the whole feel of the film as best as I can. Love this film. 1997. Love Chevy Chase. Love Randy Quaid, especially Randy Quaid. Love the actor that played Russ, who's also in That Thing You Do. Really sucks the Mirage is closed, but they filmed all the casino scenes where Clark's gambling for the most part. Right in there, they filmed in the restaurant. Going to the Caesars parking lot, way over here, you can get another angle of the back area of the Mirage. So the pool and everything would have been down over here. So in the morning, Clark and Russ are in the pool, and Clark says, "Russ, couldn't help but notice you're taking more of an interest in the fair sex lately. Something your old dad would like to say about that?" Good talk, Russ. Pretty awesome, but that's about as close to the Mirage as we're going to be able to get. Wish I would have been able to get here a year ago. We could still walk in, match everything up in there. It's all still in there. We're not allowed to see it. Couldn't get it at night, but luckily this side of the street is open today. I guess they're not working on stuff. A few more shots of the Mirage. A bit of a closer angle. It's going to be the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, fortunately.
Where else can you wear shorts 24 hours a day, huh?
So the scene where they meet Wayne Newton would have been filmed here in the Mirage in the casino area. Soon this won't even be here, so I won't even be able to see what it looked like. Legendary sign was. That was so beautiful. The other archway was over here. It's been taken down, but I did get to show the one that you would exit out of. I think you could enter through it too, but I think they originally came through this one at the beginning of the film, and it's gone now, so there's one over here, but okay. It saddens me to see this sign all tore up like that. There we go. The Mirage, used in Vegas Vacation, 1997. Yeah, first time he runs into Cousin Eddie. He approaches him while he's gambling. Eddie? Eddie?
I've lost $300 in 15 minutes?
Oh, it is a blazer out there. You're lucky you got air conditioning in here like Mother Nature intended. It's like, Eddie, anybody ever tell you that's your bad luck? You know, those were my mother's dying words.
Third-degree burns when your foot's caught in a bear trap. You're gonna start talking crazy.
They're heading down Las Vegas Boulevard, heading on their way out to the desert as they pass by the great Sphinx of the Luxor. Yeah, it's been here a long time. It was definitely here in 1997. They go right by this Sphinx. Shot would have been taken from over here, but same location. Yeah, see that? And the Sphinx and the pyramid.
Long way down the holiday road.
Figured I'd come out here, just get the area. And the great wide open. Eddie, don't you worry about radiation? All I know is that my teeth have never been whiter and my garden's spitting out 50-pound tomatoes. So we're not gonna get to the exact trailer spot. It's not really marked or anything, but supposedly it's right off of a campground up here. This is the area, and then also the shots when they leave and head to the Hoover Dam were done on this road as well. Hoover Dam. Griswolds take a journey out here to the Hoover Dam. It's about 45 minutes or so outside of Vegas.
1,000 feet wide and 727 feet to the bottom.
Hoover Dam. Here we are. There There it is, Hoover Dam, used in Vegas Vacation, 1997. Pretty awesome. We're not going to take the full tour like they do in the film, of course. It'll take all day, but here we are. Going to get a few awesome angles. Talk about what goes down right here in the film at the Hoover Dam, the one and only.
Power plant works. Now.
So we're here at the Hoover Dam, and the Griswolds and Eddie and Catherine, they show up for a Hoover Dam tour. We're not gonna take the full tour, but they pretty much used every little nook and cranny of the Hoover Dam. You see all this in the film, all these antennas and towers, this legendary bridge, and of course, the dam. I know, you recognize that angle. This actually would have been where they start the tours, down over that way, where the guys going, "Welcome to the Hoover Dam. Please take all the damn pictures you want. And are there any damn questions?" And Eddie's like, "Yeah, we're gonna get some damn bait." You all around the Hoover Dam. Clark becomes responsible for plugging some of the holes and causing the water level to drop like several feet. He's running all around the Hoover Dam. Every nook and cranny of the Hoover Dam, like I said. And then he ends up down there. Well, first he ends up in the middle of this wall in an opening. For the thoughts and purposes of this movie, he would have been right down there, opening it up before turning around wisely. And then he ends up down there. And he's looking back up this way. And he's like, it's not too high. Okay.
It's not that high.
Oh my God. Clark would have been swinging. Here's a wire right here. This is an example of the wire he's climbing. I thought it was lower, but swings right into the wall. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies. The steepest wall of all time, right here. Very daunting. Look at him as he climbs up all the way up. And the rest of the Griswolds start yelling at him, "Clark, Clark!" He makes his way all the way up, which would, of course, be a complete impossibility, but they help him up. They help him up right here. Give Clark an assist. He's actually like, "No, I got it. I got it. I got it. I can do it, man. I can do it myself." And he just gets up, dusts himself off here. All right. Drinks at the Snackateria on me. Yeah, so a lot of this has changed. These poles and stuff. I don't believe we were there at the time, back in the 90s. It's pretty good though. I just want to hide behind one. This is daunting. Like, I can't believe that. Hoover Dam. Actually able to see these exact towers in Vegas Vacation. It's a different angle that they show it from, but those are them.
This is a family vacation. Could you try to stay with the family?
Sorry.
Back in Vegas at the Mirage, and you can hear the guy on the news go, "The Hoover Dam water level dropped several feet today due to an unexplained flood." Clark. What do you think? It's a beaut, Clark. It's a beaut. A couple more angles. This. The dam itself. It's wild. My God, it's Wayne Newton. I'm a fan, sir. Do you need a bodyguard? die for you. Another picture up here, actually, from Vegas vacation. Chevy Chase and Randy Quaid. This is when they were, Clark is shooting craps in the Mirage, and Cousin Eddie first makes his on-screen debut in the film. Signed by Chevy Chase. All filmed right here. This time, Griswolds are on the wall. Heading down Fremont Street here. This was not from the film, but look, it's the Clark Inn. Clark Inn. There's the heavy metal spike, as I like to call it.
Come fly with me, we'll fly.
So over here used to be the Riviera, right across from Circus Circus. And this is where Rusty Griswold's walking alone. Wondering what he's gonna do. He's out on the town. And he comes right by the Riviera right here. Just now the Fontainebleau. See this car here? Pretty cool. I'm glad that it's something else now, not just empty shell of what it used to be.
Fake IDs. How'd you know?
Tours of the Grand Canyon. The guy's got a big sign on him, and he catches Rusty's attention because he goes, "Fake IDs, shrimp cocktail, fake IDs. How did you know?" So he gives him a fake ID, and then he goes in here, which was the Riviera, and he hands it to the gentleman. And for obvious reasons, he's denied.
Good night.
Russ comes back out. Hey. He's like, "Those bums kicked me out. Those lousy bums kicked you out?" He goes, "Give me my money back." He goes, "Hey, I'm not through with you, buddy. This is right here."
Hey, Papa Giorgio, you're from Yuma, Arizona. You're into software.
Go up a little bit more here. Get a shot of Slots of Fun. Love this part of Circus Circus. Look at Circus Circus. Lots of fun.
Vegas.
The fake ID scene where Rusty gets his fake ID and becomes Nick Papagiorgio. Right here, first time ever covered on the Mr. Thrasha show. Riviera, now the Fontainebleau. The Fontainebleau. You can see Circus Circus there, right across the road. And then we see Rusty out on the town. He's actually right out of O'Shea's, legendary O'Shea's Casino right here on the promenade. And there's a car over here. And wouldn't you know it, Rusty puts in $1 and a gentleman walks up after the alarm goes off and says, "Congratulations, you won the car." Asks for ID. He says, "Okay, where would you like the car delivered, Mr. Papagiorgio?"
Where would you like the car sent, Mr. Papa Giorgio?
And he asks him, "Where would you like the car sent, Mr. Papagiorgio?" You see Russ just look around. The first massive car he wins right there. First massive car win. Right here outside of O'Shea's. So after they go dig up the money that Cousin Eddie buried, so Clark can try to win some back, and end up going to the Klondike Inn, the actual casino they used. And that was actually right here. 5191 Las Vegas Boulevard South is now the Harley-Davidson Motorcycle Emporium here. This is where that casino stood. 90s. Obviously no longer here anymore. I read that online. This is the casino. This was where the casino was, where Clark and Eddie walk in. He's like, pick a number between 1 and 10. War, me and Russ play that all the time. Eddie, I don't have any of these games at the Mirage.
Clark, they don't play the same games here that they do at the regular casinos.
Rather unfortunate. I was expecting that it may still be here. It did say now closed, but I thought that the interior would still be here. I thought it was way further down. So it says that this was 5191, so it's now the Harley Davidson Motorcycles location here. Right by the Vegas sign. Vegas sign's right over there. Of course, they don't show anything here in the movie. They just showed the casino, which stood right here.
That's fast.
So, we got a scene here. After that, and basically, Clark is walking with Eddie after they leave the buffet, and he's telling him, "Oh, you can come live with us. You don't have to worry about it. You can help me in the desert and talk about how good you used to have it." He goes, we can get your money back. He says, "Eddie, I don't want my money back. I want my family back. What about my money?"
Night is young. They're giving away free hot sandwiches over there at the blood bank.
When they start the conversation, they're around this vicinity, and then you see them walk right up here between Golden Nugget and Binion's.
I'm sure you'll be happy with Wayne Newton.
This area of the Golden Nugget here in the background. See these two domes here, these two bulb domes. I don't know what else to say, bulb domes. And then you see Binion's behind Eddie as well. So they're talking here when the bus pulls up, and then he says, "I don't care about my money. I gotta get my family back." So he has to go rescue his wife from Wayne Newton's. So they commandeer the bus right here. Eddie goes, "Don't worry, he's with me."
Stay here, I'll be right back. Police emergency.
When they go to rescue Audrey, you're supposed to think that it's Club Areola, where cousin Eddie's daughter works. But in fact, they come and they pull up in the Ballet here at the Golden Nugget. Now, I'm not sure if they did the cage dancing scene in here or not, but this is definitely where they pull up and they all run in, Russ, Clark, and Ellen, to rescue Audrey and notice that she's dancing in the cage. So the Ballet is just around this corner. And then they're off the strip at the other end of Vegas, so they're not even anywhere around here. They pull up in a rush, get out of the car, and they run into the Golden Nugget to get Audrey. You're not supposed to know it's the Golden Nugget. It's supposed to be Club Areola, so, but this was what they used to pull up here at the Golden Nugget. Quick spot, okay. And then far away at the other end of Vegas for the next spot.
Not tonight, Jerome.
You are in deep trouble, my friend.
Windstorm tonight. Here by Virgin Hotels, formerly Hard Rock. And this is Liquor World. And Las Vegas 7-Eleven. One of the coolest 7-Eleven signs right there. Super awesome. This giant bottle of liquor. Big Hard Rock guitar used to be over here. And there's a scene after they grab Audrey at the Golden Nugget, which is supposed to be the strip club, but they roll up to the valet of the Golden Nugget, as I just showed you. They're actually up here on the sidewalk, just across from what was the Hard Rock Casino. Liquor World over here. That's how I knew when I was watching the movie exactly where this was. Stayed at the Hard Rock many times. Just gonna walk up a little bit here, past this very large coffee. It looks like a coffee. Some sort of caffeinated drink right here. So if you come up to where Serene, a Vegas resort, is, it was another motel at the time. Not too far past that giant caffeinated beverage. This is where the Griswolds were gathering after they rescued Audrey. And Clark has to tell them the bad news that I spent all of our money.
$23,000, somewhere in there.
What?
You know it's this spot because you can simply line up the Hard Rock guitar that used to be out here. It's now Virgin Hotels, so no big, beautiful, illuminated electric guitar anymore. But that's how I know they were standing right here. No one's ever covered this spot before. It's now Serene, a Vegas resort. It was another motel at the time. And Clark has to tell them he spent all of their money. How much do you have left? I'm broke.
I'm broke.
Rusty?
I spent it all.
Okay, so she actually says, I have $2. Win our money back. So the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino was right here. And this is actually the guitar from the Hard Rock Cafe, as you see in this still here, but the cafe is not there anymore. Now it's up on the strip. But fun fact, this is the same guitar that the giant baby in Honey, I Blew Up the Kid grabs off of the Hard Rock Cafe. Not the one at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. It was the one at the cafe, which can now be found in the Neon Boneyard, just past the downtown area. One more do-over of the area. I missed this when it was the Hard Rock Hotel. I used to stay here all the time. Well, not all the time. I stayed here a couple times, but it was awesome. Rockstar memorabilia in there. Great pool area. And I used to love hanging out around the big illuminated electric guitar. Now it's Virgin Hotels, but it was a location in Vegas Vacation. If you're looking for it, it's right about here. Serene. And they head up the way to the MGM Grand, just one street over. So we're gonna head over there to the MGM Grand, where Clark tries to win their money back. So now we're here at the MGM Grand. After we see them walk in, it's in this back area where they had that set up, and they meet the old man who had been here every day trying to procure a winning ticket. So everything is set up differently now. There's tables and stuff in here now, but this is where the screens were and everything. You can tell this floor is the same color. I mean, pretty much the same. They've changed it up a little bit, but that was MGM Grand here by the sports bar. So here's a still from the film of the Griswolds walking into this area of the MGM. And see, the only thing that you can really match up and tell that this is the exact area are the doors over here. They actually looked a lot cooler at the time, but this is the same area right here. Floor is similar, but different. There's the guy with the vacuum cleaner right there, in this still, and there are the doors.
I won!
Unneeded rule that you are not allowed to film on casino floors, but that's the area over there nonetheless. They did that whole scene, and then the old man dies. Russ has to go get help. And they say it was Mr. Ellis. He would have given anything to have someone say a few nice words to him. And he told Clark to take the ticket. So as they're taking his body away, the vacuum guy starts coming down the hallway. Clark moves the winning ticket back with his foot. The vacuum cleaner guy just goes by. So they take the winning ticket, cash it in, and that's that. That took place right here, MGM Grand.
Look at 19, here we go, 19.
It was Mr. Ellis. I won the money. Never before have I won the money. Finally, I won the money. I won the money. Money's mine. And finally, I won the money. Won the money, Jesse. Now we're at the final spot on our Vegas vacation location tour. Fun city right here. Right across from Bonanza, which is just over there, would be the Chapel of the Bells. Chapel of the Bells, used in Vegas vacation. And this is where Clark and Ellen renew their vows at the end of the film. They utilize this whole parking lot. This is where they're celebrating with Eddie and his wife and his son, and Russ and Audrey out here. This location has never been covered by anybody. I found a whole bunch of these Vegas vacation locations, and I was really excited about doing this. I appreciate you guys coming along. And this is where he pays back Eddie. Eddie's really surprised. He's like, $5 grand. $5 grand from the money they won at MGM from the old man's ticket. And then Russ is trying to talk to him as he's talking to cousin Eddie right here. He's like, 1 minute, Russ. It's like, Dad, yeah, what, Russ? What? He's, you see those 4 cars over there? Yeah. They're mine.
Where did they come from, Russ?
All 4 slot machines.
I put $1 in, I got a car. I put $1 in, I got a car. I put $1 in, I got a car. Yeah, I get it. And then Clark basically hands keys to everybody. Audrey, you take that white one. Ellen, you take this one. I'll take this big black one. Check out Jesse's site. We go to the spot. He does these professional matchups. Sorry for the glare, but there it is today. And there it is then. Then and now. Right here. Look, you can even see that little gate right there. Same gate. Like, same design in the gate. It's got the heart. Nothing's changed. They must have repainted it. There's no way it still looks that good. Way back when, not at this end of town. So instead of pink, everything's blue now, or gray. Changed from pink to gray. Check out Jesse Hosh's page on Instagram. Tons of filming location matchups. Those palm trees are gone as well. Other than that, structure and everything is the exact same. Oh, actually, no, they've closed all the rooms on the upper balcony. Sorry, I didn't even, so, okay, it's just the first level now. Okay. Damn, cool.
Just get a shot of this.
Yeah, there's what it looked like there. And they're all parked, so the red car, white car Audrey took, and I guess another red car. I thought there was a yellow car. It's the yellow rims I was thinking of. That's my mistake. And then the black one that Clark drives. They're all right there. There's also over here after they did their wedding vows and everything, and everyone's cheering. Eddie's son grabs a handful of rice and just throws it right in Clark's face. Once again, that was where they renewed their vows. This is where they're having their celebration. This is where Russ tells Clark the 4 vehicles parked in a row right here were his. And then the final shot of them pulling out was done here. A still of them just pulling out right here. And that white fence is still there, as well as the bulbs here just above us, but I'm not standing on the street. Highly illegal. I don't want to be witness standing on Las Vegas Boulevard, go to jail. This is where they pull out, right here though. More view here. There we go. Pretty cool. I don't think anybody's ever covered this, to my knowledge. Chapel of the Bells. It's 1957. They put a new Fun City sign just up there as well. Before the final shot of them going off together in the 4 vehicles throughout the desert, you see them all pull out here together before pulling onto the desert highway on their way back to Chicago. Thanks again, everybody. Please like, please subscribe if you're new here. Let you know when a new episode goes up. Never know what you may be missing here on the Mr. Thrasha Show. World famous Chapel of the Bells. A shot of the area where they pulled out. World famous Chapel of the Bells since 1957. Vegas vacation.